Good morning, everybody. Another edition of Puppy Pot and Chill. Got Munch here, of course. You know, every time I do this, he thinks it's all about him, and he gets all wound up. So, anyway, here we are. Ta-da! Puppy Pot and Chill number 551. Been doing this for 4 years, and I've only got 30 subscribers. I'm doing something right. Look, I just come on, and I do it more for me than anything. You know, I enjoy doing it, number one. And I figure since I'm going to do all the digging and all the research, I might as well share what I do learn, even though nobody really believes a stoner. And I don't encourage you to believe a stoner. As a matter of fact, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. We can be smart stoners, okay? And you know, if I say anything that intrigues you, don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself. Find out what you think the truth is, because that's all that really matters in the end, is what you think. I got a couple of hits in the pipe, so let's go ahead and hit those really quick, and then I'll jump into a little bit of news, shall we? Puppy Pot and Chill number 551. Early morning wake and bake to help start the shit new world. Right? For some reason, the news just stopped reporting news. Have you noticed that? I didn't know. I can't really put my finger on when it happened. But here's the deal. At some point in time, the news got tired of just reporting the news. So what they did was they started making the news. Even if that meant making up fake stories to push their agenda along. Well, that's where we're at right now. Because the media keeps saying Biden is the president-elect, he won, when no, he hasn't yet. And in fact, as much as I hate to say it, Trump has a path legally back to the White House, through the hearings and through the fraud and all that. I have no idea how that's going to turn out. I'm not there. All I can go by is what I can find on the old interweb. Let's take another hit. Like right now, mainstream media is giving props to Biden for the stock market going up. Even though right now he has absolutely no power. He's not making any decisions. Nor will he be until he gets inaugurated. But for some reason, the stock market going up is Biden's doing. He did it. Somehow. By not doing a fucking thing, Biden somehow is making the stock market go up. Now, of course, that's not true, but that's what mainstream media is reporting, and nobody's fact-checking. So, like 80% of the people that watch CNN believe CNN, even though the lies are fucking outrageous. Let's take another hit. Good morning. Yeah, so all the good stuff that they're saying that Biden is doing is actually Trump doing it. And they're just giving the kudos to Biden, even though he's still hiding in his basement for the most part, not doing a fucking thing. I mean, yeah, he started to name his cabinet, but he's not making decisions of any kind that influence any kind of democracy. But the mainstream media wants you to believe that, though. They want you to believe that he is all in power and he is taking charge and he is going to save us from this COVID threat. And he can't. He won't. His plan is to do exactly what Trump is doing, except he's going to lock us down again. Even though, the the World Health Organization says don't do it. He's going to listen to his advisors instead of the doctors. His advisors are all freaking out saying, lock it down! So he's going to lock it down, and that's going to be it for the rest of the American small companies. They can't hang on anymore. They're going to be fucked. They're just going to go away. Big box stores, taking off like fucking Roman candles, man. If you own stock in big box stores, you got lucky, because they're the only ones doing any business, because the government has shut down everything else. Saying you can't have people. They even wanted to try to tell you that you couldn't have more than 6 people in your house for the Thanksgiving. That's going a bit too far. When they're telling you what you can and cannot do inside your own house, things have gone awry. And they have, and nobody seems to be picking up on it. What's that, though? We can't have more than 6 in our house? Okay. I really didn't think we were going to get to this point. I figured, that we'd lock down for a little bit, and then, we'd unlock and we get back to business. But that is not what's happening at all. The Dems enjoy having the power over us, and they do not want to relinquish that power. Hence the lockdowns. So I think there's like 50% of America, people like me, that have no faith in the voting in the election system, and we think that the Democrats stole the election. I do. There's nothing I can do about it. So I hope that Trump, by doing all this legal stuff, even if he loses, straightens it out so that it gives me a little bit of hope in the future that we will have a fair election. Because at this point, I don't see it happening. To me, it's just now the Democrats are going to steal every election because they can. I don't know, we're fucked. I'm willing to bet that there are over 100 million people that would love to see the current politicians all exiled to an island somewhere where they can no longer hurt anybody and start over with new politicians to be elected in that would actually represent the republic and the people and not themselves and their banks, and their wallet. But we'll see. The Democrats wanted Biden voted in, and they did whatever they had to get him in there. Cheat, whatever, flip votes, make up votes, kick Republican watchers out of the room so they could fake votes. Whatever they had to do, they did it so that they could get their Biden in office. Well, he may be a lame duck president, because I don't think a lot of America is going to care what the fuck he thinks, because they think of him as a president who cheated his way into office. I'm going to keep this short. I hope you got stoned with me. I jumped right in. And like Stephen Eldridge always says in sessions, hydrate. I don't do that enough, but we should all hydrate. Always. Even if you're not smoking pot. It's just smart to hydrate. And a quick shout out to Eric Scanlon as well, Lisa Sonatag, Elizabeth. You guys have always shown support for me. Thank you very much. If you think my video is worth sharing, share it. I'd love to get more subs, but I'm not going to ask for them, beg for them. I'm not going to ask you to give me money. I'm not like that. I just do this because I enjoy doing it. So, having said that, Peace. I love you guys. Even though it's impossible to love everybody, let's try not to hate. Oh my God. And there's Munch quick. He was dying. He had to be part of the show for a second, but there's Munch. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off and we'll do this again, of course, because I'll keep digging through the news and learning what I can, and then when I learn something that I think, drives me crazy, I'm going to jump on and talk about it. So until then, I want you guys to be safe, be happy, love your dog if you got one. Make sure to stay hydrated, and stay high, bitches.